Narrator. It was an ordinary morning in Washington. But that day, one question would shake the foundations of Wall Street. The Senate Oversight Committee was in session. Cameras were rolling, and on the stage sat an unexpected figure, Independent Senator Elise Grant, a former economics professor, a woman of reason, not politics, someone who understood how power worked and how it corrupted. Across from her sat David Langford, CEO of one of America's largest investment banks, the man behind multi-billion-dollar bailouts during the pandemic. But that morning, Grant wasn't here for pleasantries. She came armed with documents, data, and the one question nobody had dared to ask. Senator Grant, Mr. Langford, in 2020, your firm received government bailout funds. You laid off 20% of your employees, yet your personal bonus that year was $48 million. Do you consider that fair? Langford, Senator, market dynamics. Grant, no, Mr. Langford, this isn't about markets. This is about morality. Murmurs filled the hearing room. Reporters grabbed their phones. The live stream counter exploded. Grant, according to this document, part of those bailout funds were used for stock buybacks, boosting your company's share price and your own compensation. Langford's confident smile faded. A drop of sweat rolled down his temple. Langford, those are internal reports, Senator. They may be misinterpreted. Grant, no, Mr. Langford, they bear your signature. This isn't interpretation, it's evidence. The camera zoomed in. Grant's tone stayed calm, cold, but precise. Grant, let's look at the numbers. A massive chart appears on the committee screen. 72% of bailout funds went to executive bonuses and stock buybacks. Less than 10% reached small businesses or workers. Tell me, Mr. Langford, who exactly was rescued here? Langford's silence spoke louder than words. Grant, was this economic recovery or organized greed? Narrator, at that moment the room frozen. Elise Grant had done what few dared. She turned the lens of accountability back on Wall Street itself. Within minutes, news alerts flashed across the nation. Senator Grant corners Wall Street CEO. Hashtags flooded social media. Is Grant hearing, is Wall Street exposed, use truth in finance. Grant's closing words echoed across America. For too long we've trusted institutions that profit from our silence. Today that silence ends. That night, the bank's stock price fell 12%. Grant's hearing clip surpassed 50 million views. Congress introduced a new proposal, the Transparency and Bailout Act. But Elise Grant stayed out of the spotlight. When asked if she felt victorious, she simply said, "This wasn't about winning. It was about telling the truth." A month later, David Langford resigned. For the first time in decades, Wall Street's untouchables realized that accountability had a voice. Elise Grant had become more than a senator. She was a symbol of courage. Narrator, one question can shake an empire. One voice can challenge power. And sometimes the truth doesn't come from the top. It comes from those who refuse to look away. That day, America changed. This story is entirely fictional. Any resemblance to real people or events is purely coincidental. Yet the message remains real, because speaking truth to power will always matter.